This video will be a reflection of the most memorable official visits to Jamaica throughout the years.
Teach them! Always make sure the message reach them!
Jamaica has hosted many top international officials throughout its history, and in this video, I will list some of the more memorable visits since independence in 1962. Starting the list is the royal visits. Top of the list is Princess Margaret, who was the official envoy of the royal family to hand over independence to Jamaica from the colonial power of Britain on the 6th of August 1962. On that day, the Union Jack came down and the black, green and gold of Jamaica was hoisted. Reigning monarch Queen Elizabeth has visited Jamaica every decade from the 1950s through to the early 2000s. The monarch visited in 1953. 1966, 1975, 1983, 1994, and in 2002. Her son Prince Charles visited twice, in 2008 and 2011, while her grandson Harry jammed in the island in 2012. Up next is Dr. Martin Luther King. While he did not embark on an official visit, special mention must be made of the arrival of U.S. civil rights icon Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in 1965. King's tireless fight for civil rights cannot be hidden under a bushel and has cut across economic, political, and social lines. He came to Jamaica to deliver the sermon at the University of the West Indies valedictory service. King was also given the keys to the city of Kingston. Up next is His Imperial Majesty. Deity of the Rastafarian faith, His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I drew tens of thousands of his faithful subjects when he arrived in the island in April of 1966. Selassie's arrival was a special occasion for Rastafarians, who flocked to the Palisades Airport, now the Norman Manley International Airport, beating drums and smoking marijuana in homage. The Palisades Road was also lined with people from all walks of life who had come out to witness the man Rasta hailed as God in flesh. Next on the list is Julius Nyerere. Even though the visit of the president of Tanzania, Julius Nyerere, was surrounded by a controversy, he was still warmly received when he arrived for a 4-day state visit in September of 1974. Nyerere's visit was boycotted by the Edward Seaga-led opposition Jamaica Labour Party. The date of his arrival coincided with the projected landfall of Tropical Storm Fifi in Jamaica, and heavy showers pelted the eastern section of the island hours before he landed. However, the skies cleared miraculously, and Nyerere's jet landed safely. Up next is Fidel Castro. During his 50-year reign of leadership over the neighboring island of Cuba, Fidel El Comandante Castro visited on 3 occasions. He first touched down on Jamaican soil in 1977. He was back in May of 1997 to attend the funeral of his close friend, former Prime Minister Michael Manley. His last visit was in September of 2005 for the Petro-Caribe Summit in Montego Bay, St. James. Up next is Ronald Reagan. The Jamaican state pulled out all the stops in April of 1982 when U.S. President Ronald Reagan, with his wife Nancy in tow, landed at the Norman Manley International Airport. The occasion was the first official visit by a U.S. president in the island's history. The Reagans were officially welcomed by then Prime Minister Edward Seaga, who was the first head of state to be welcomed to the White House by Reagan after his inauguration 2 years earlier. Up next is the father of South Africa, Nelson Mandela. July 21st, 1991 will be forever etched in the memory of Jamaicans who were old enough to remember the historic visit by late President of South Africa, Nelson Mandela, and his wife, Winnie. Even though their visit lasted for only a day, the Mandelas were given the optimum level of hospitality. It was the couple's attendance of a special concert held in their honor at the National Stadium that Mandela declared, quote, "This is the happiest day of my life," end quote. Mandela paid tribute to Jamaica's stance against apartheid. Following that is Hugo Chavez. Late Venezuelan President Hugo Chavez, widely considered a friend of Jamaica and the wider Caribbean, paid visits to Jamaica on 2 occasions. He first arrived in Montego Bay in 1997, but it was his visit in 2007 at the invitation of CARICOM leaders to sign the Petro-Caribe Agreement, which had the most impact. Next up is Barack Obama. It was a special occasion for Jamaicans in April of 2015, when the first African-American president of the United States, Barack Obama, touched down on the soil of the land of wood and water. Next up is David Cameron. British Prime Minister David Cameron created a stir when he visited Jamaica in September of 2015. Prior to Cameron's arrival, a movement clamoring for the island to be paid reparations for the horrors endured through the centuries of slavery gained momentum. However, Cameron refused to yield and called on Jamaicans to move on from the painful experience. He also stated that no reparations would be forthcoming. Instead, he offered to build a modern prison facility to house Jamaicans who were incarcerated in his country. Closing out the list is Hillary Clinton. Then U.S. Secretary of State Hillary Rodham Clinton visited Jamaica in 2011. Clinton visited the island to meet with regional leaders and embark on talks involving joint partnerships in enhancing citizen and regional security, promoting clean energy and combating climate change, promoting economic development and strengthening democratic institutions.
Teach them! Hey, yo, hello! Send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them. Right here, Warlord representing.
Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment below. Remember to like and share the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content. Follow me on social media and check out the suggested videos on screen. This is Teach saying, until next time, walk good, my friends.